Have you ever met someone so powerful that they've made their biggest hater their ally? Not with violence, not with begging, but being so damn right they had no choice but to listen. That's what Ann Atwater did. She was a poor black woman in the Jim Crow South, and she eventually broke a Klansman. Ann was born in 1935 in rural North Carolina. Dirt poor, black, and a woman. The odds were stacked 101 against her. But guess what? She didn't flinch. She moved to Durham in the 1950s in a house that was so bad that it barely had floors. When the landlord refused to fix anything in her apartment, she got up, she went right down to the city housing office and said, "If you don't fix my apartment with my two daughters, I'm gonna learn how to fix you." And she did. She joined a local organization fighting for tenants' rights, and within months, she was running the meetings. Fast forward to 1971, Durham, North Carolina is exploding with racial tension over desegregation of public schools. The city came up with an idea, a 10-day summit. They wanted to let the community come up with a solution. Now, on the surface, that sounds wonderful, but who did they ask to lead it? Ann Atwater and the exalted cyclops of the Klan, C.P. Ellis. That was his real title. He was a real person, and he was real racist. Hated black people like oil hates water. And Ann walked into every one of those meetings completely unbothered, even though half the people there didn't even think that she deserved to be alive. And at first it was hell. C.P. Ellis refused to shake her hand, would talk over her, and would mock her in the meetings. But Ann brought receipts, she brought facts, and she brought every ounce of fire that she had while still showing compassion for the people that didn't even think that she deserved to be there. She spoke about her daughters that were humiliated at school. She organized not just for black parents, but for poor white ones too, in solidarity. Slowly, C.P. Ellis started to listen. His listening turned into agreeing, and his agreeing turned into questioning everything that he had been taught. By the end of the 10-day summit, in front of a packed auditorium, C.P. Ellis got up at the podium, said that he was wrong, took out his Klan membership card, and tore it up in front of everyone. And the man who preached hate turned around, looked at Ann Atwater, and apologized and said he was sorry. He didn't just apologize to her. He apologized to the black community. He apologized to the kids as well. He broke down in tears and admitted that Ann was right. Now, Ann didn't automatically forgive him. Their eventual friendship would take time to develop, but they slowly became real friends. They traveled around the United States and told their story. Mainly, they told the story about how even though racism is taught, it can be unlearned. Ann Atwater never stopped fighting for the people of North Carolina, specifically the people of Durham, when it came to political representation, voting rights, and against housing discrimination. And she passed away in 2016 at the age of 80 years old.